Breaking news tonight, Aaron Rodgers traded to the New York Jets.
Number 12 set to leave Titletown after spending the first 18 seasons of his career in Green Bay.
Big 12 Sports' Jared Fialko is at Lambeau Field tonight. Jared, 107 days since his last play as a Packer and just over a month since announcing he wanted this move to happen.
Yeah, roughly 6 weeks since declaring his intentions to the world on the Pat Mcafee Show. And as you mentioned, Derek, 107 days since walking down the tunnel that's off to my right for what turned out to be his last time donning the green and gold. Aaron Rodgers to the Jets, finally happening. Trade discussions between general managers Brian Gutekunst and Joe Douglas have been ongoing. He hit a few speed bumps along the way, but finally found enough common ground in the last 5 or 6 days to push this through. The deal not finalized, so Goody couldn't get into specifics. He said he would talk about those another day, but here's the reported swap. The Packers received the 13th overall selection in a first-round pick swap, along with a second and sixth rounder this year and a 2024 second-rounder if Rodgers plays enough. Jets also get the Pack's fifth-round pick this year. The timing, so important in making this happen now, as that's a lot of capital, a lot of draft assets, with the selection starting on Thursday.
It wouldn't have been the end of the world, but at the same time, I think it would have certainly changed things quite a bit. So getting it done ahead of time was important. I just think certainly the capital for this year, was very important. Certainly more valuable than future stuff. So for our football team, so there was a number of reasons, but that's why.
Now, in terms of when this deal could be finalized and official, Brian Gutekunst expects the paperwork and all that fun stuff to be pushed through in the next few days. Could be as early as tomorrow. Definitely done by draft day.
Jared Fialko live at Lambeau Field for us. Jared, thank you.
Let's bring in 12 Sports' Stephanie Sutton now. And Steph, Rodgers spent 18 seasons with the Packers, creating quite the legacy.
Yes, he has. That's right. Rodgers got drafted by the Packers with the 24th selection in the 2005 NFL Draft. He went on to succeed Brett Favre, who also got traded to the Jets back in 2008. Rodgers bringing another championship to Titletown in Super Bowl 45, going on to become a 10-time Pro Bowler and 4-time MVP, most recently in 2021. Back in March, Rodgers appearing on the Pat McAfee Show, where he said the decision was a difficult one.
That's why it's been so bittersweet, is because I love that town so much, and I have so much love for so many people I've met over the years associated with that. The game has given me a ton. I've tried to return that as much as I can, but that town, that region, that state has given me so much love and support.
Again, Packers GM Brian Gutekunst said this afternoon that the deal has yet to be fully finalized, but the NFL tweeting this out a couple hours ago saying, "Welcome to New York, Aaron Rodgers."
And it is a sense of deja vu for Packers fans with Rodgers traded to the Jets. Brett Favre played 16 seasons in Green Bay before the Packers traded him to the Jets in 2008. The trade came just 2 months before Favre turned 39. Aaron Rodgers is 39 and just finished his 18th season with the Pack. He was Brett Favre's backup for 3 seasons. His backup, Jordan Love, has been in that position also for 3 years. The Packers selected Love 26th overall in the 2020 draft. So is Jordan Love ready to be QB1? Here's the Packers GM today.
Last year, I thought through practice there were a number of times because of Aaron's injuries where he had to kind of take over the ones during practice and some of the competitive areas. And I just think you start him to grow and grow and grow. And again, he didn't get nearly as many opportunities as we would have liked last season during games, but when he did, he certainly answered the bell. And
our coverage on the Aaron Rodgers trade from Green Bay to New York continues right now on the 12 News mobile app and WISN.com. Just click on this story.
In just about half an hour, the Bucs look to even their first-round playoff series with the Miami Heat. And as Milwaukee tries to regain home court advantage, their top star is set to return to the lineup. Giannis Antetokounmpo is expected to play for the first time since Game 1 when he injured his lower back. Yesterday, Coach Mike Budenholzer talked about Giannis's mentality when dealing with injuries.
He is the constant. He is the key. And he always, wants to make himself available. He does everything to make himself available. He wants to play. But I think there's also a maturity for Giannis and an understanding and a growth that I think, we just respect.
Tip-off for tonight's game is 6:30. Game 5 will return to Milwaukee Wednesday night. Tip-off for that game is set for 8:30. Game 6 and 7 will be played if necessary.